On today's episode of Bitter Baby Daddy, we're going to talk about Offset wanting half of Cardi B's money. Now, to some of you, you might think it is actually about the money. Oh, no. It is not. He is punishing her for moving on because how dare she? He is trying to make her pay. Everybody talks about bitter baby moms and how they don't move on and blase, whoop-de-woo. But I don't hear enough people talking about bitter baby daddies and how they can make your life a living hell. First and foremost, this is why all women need to have prenups. I'm hoping that Cardi B had a prenup. I'm assuming she's a really smart businesswoman, so we're going to give her that. But in general, this is why women need to have prenups. And just on this app alone, I see so many content creators getting married and like big content creators. And my first thought is always, I hope they got a prenup. I don't care if you have $2 to your name. Who knows? That could change. You could come into some money tomorrow. Get a prenup. Anyway, let's get back to the point. Back when I left my abusive ex-husband, we got divorced in 2009. A few years after that, he took me to court and tried to sue for full custody of our kids on the grounds of him claiming that I was a horrible mom. And the timing of that whole situation was so interesting because that's when I started to date someone. This man always found and finds out when I am dating someone. If it's not by him snooping, it's by his flunkies doing the snooping. Again, left this man in 2009. I remember when I first left him and I had to come back. We lived in Georgia at the time. I had to come back for the court case, and he wanted to see the kids. So I took the kids and he picked them up. I forgot where we did the pick up and drop off, but I remember he looked at me with the most evil eyes I have ever seen, and said, "I'm going to destroy you." This is why I urge women to not only be mindful and vet before you meet these men, but if after y'all get together and they switch up, leave immediately. When y'all get married, I need all the paperwork. I need y'all to have a prenuptial agreement for finances. I need you to have a prenuptial agreement about how y'all will do visitation for the children, who's going to get what custody, if you are going to give him custody completely. I need everything worked out before you go into it. And I've heard so many women, well, I don't want to be negative, and that's casting a bad shadow on the marriage, and who gets married for the purpose of getting divorced? Most people don't. But it's a matter of anything could happen. People change all the time. And I would rather you get a prenup and never have to use it than to not get one and regret that you didn't. Men are vicious. They like to say that women are emotional, that we are crazy and irrational. And you know what? Some of us can be. But men take the trophy by far, leaps and bounds. They like to say that we're catty and gossipy. No. You haven't been around men if you think it's women. It's them. Men see women as if they are possessions, and they don't want anybody else messing with their possession. I don't care if they're the one that left you. In some weird way in their head, they still have ownership over you. You are not allowed to move on, although they can move on and have 15 wives and 27 kids and move thousands of miles across the country to a whole nother country, to another planet. But you better not move on. Men also tend to do this thing if you have kids with them, where the night that you need to have the dad watch them so you can do something, all of a sudden they're sick and they can't watch the kids. Or they'll threaten to not give the kids back to you as a way to punish you. Men are bitches. And even the most goodest of bestest of men, the golden retrievers, will switch up on you because let's not forget, at the end of the day, even a golden retriever is a dog. I wish more women protected themselves. I want you to love someone if that's what you want. I want you to be loved by someone if that's what you want. I want you to get in the most healthy of relationships if that's what you want. But I've said this a million times, those of you who actually listen to my content would know. Sure, fall in love, use your heart, but first use your head. Do not lose your head. I really feel like romance and love was created so that women can make poor decisions when it comes to their futures. You don't want to get a prenup because you love him. You don't want to plan for your future if something happens because you love him. You want to be with him forever. But daddy, I love him. You need to protect yourself at all times. I have car insurance. One, you have to have it, but outside of that, I don't want to get into a car wreck. But if I do, everything is covered. I won't have to worry. I have health insurance, although that's a ripoff. We can have a whole nother discussion about that. I don't want to be sick. I don't want anything to happen. But if it does, I got some kind of coverage to help with something. And people should go into marriage the same way. I know you don't want to get a divorce. I know you want to be with this person for the rest of your life. And for your sake, I hope you are. I hope that is a real fairy tale for you. But just in case it's not, I need you to protect yourself. Because at the end of the day, that amazing man can turn into the spawn of Satan if you ever try to leave him or move on and he can't get what he wants.